Good morning. So, chapter number 4, that is linear equations in two variables. Let's continue with exercise 4.3. In previous session, we have completed till question number 4. So, question number 5. From the choices given below, choose the equations whose graphs are given in figure A and figure B. Now, in this question, two figures of plotted graph are given, and from the graph you have to find out from the given four options of equation the graph is of which equation. So for solution of figure A, for figure A the four options of equation given are 1. Y equal to x, second x plus y equal to 0, third y equal to 2x, and fourth 2 plus 3y equal to 7x. Now the graph given, you can see in the graph that in the given graph, the graph is drawn for three pairs of solutions. That is, first pair you can take as 0, 0. This is the first pair 0, 0. Another pair it is given minus 1 and 1. And the third pair is given as minus 1 and 3. So, these three pairs of solutions are given, and from these three pairs, we have to use these three pairs and find out which equation is representing this straight line. So, let's insert these points. The points given in the figure are minus 1, 1, 0, 0 and 1 and minus 1. So, first we will insert all the given pairs of solution one by one in each equation and then find it out for which equation the represented line is shown. So, first equation is y equal to x. Now, let's insert the given pair of solutions one by one in this equation and check it out whether is it the solution for this equation. First pair 0, 0 implies that as 0, 0 you can see y also 0 and x 0, 0, 0. So this is satisfied, thus we are getting left hand side equal to right hand side. Second solution, that is minus 1 and 1, implies that y given minus 1 is not equal to 1. So this, by this pair of solution, equation is not satisfied. Another pair 1 minus 1, again 1 is not equal to minus 1. So again this pair of solution does not satisfy the given equation. Hence this graph is not for y equal to x. Second equation is given as x plus y equal to 0. Now let's see that whether it is satisfied or not. 0, 0 implies that 0 plus 0 will give 0. Here one by one we are putting the values of the x coordinate and y coordinate in the given equation, and then we are trying to find it out. Here you can say x and y variable, and then we are finding out the solutions. So this is satisfied, 0 equal to 0. Next, minus 1 and 1 implies that minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. Here you can see that both will become 0, 0 again. Yes, minus 1 and plus 1 we can cut, so it will become 0. So minus 1 plus 1 we will get 0 equal to 0. Again, third is 1 and minus 1. Let's insert 1 plus minus 1 equal to 0. Again 1 plus 1, this will be 1 and minus 1 will be cut, will get 0 equal to 0. So here you can see that all the three pairs of solution are satisfying the given equation. Therefore, this may be the solution, this may be the equation for which the graph is plotted. But let's check another two also. Two equation also given in the option. So the third is y equal to 2x. Now first let's take the pair of solutions. 0, 0 implies that 0 equal to 2 into 0, which is which will give 0 equal to 0. Now minus 1 and 1 implies that y is given as 1, so we write 1 equal to 2 into x, that is 2 into minus 1, which we will get as 1 is not equal to minus 2, because we know that these both are not equal. Again, by this pair equation is not satisfied. Then 1 and minus 1, we insert the values in the equation, so we will get minus 1 equal to 2 into 1, which will give minus 1 is not equal to. So we can see that minus 1 is not equal to 2. Again, this pair of solution does not satisfy the given equation. So the graph given is not of this equation. Fourth, 2 plus 3y equal to 7x. This is the fourth equation given. Let's cross check that whether it is the solution or whether it is the equation whose graph is represented in figure A. So 0, 0, when we put the values 0, 0 of x and y variable, we can see that 2 plus 3, here you can see 2 as it is, plus 3 into 0, that is equal to 7 into 0, implies that 2 is not equal to 0. Again, this pair will not satisfy the given equation. Next, minus 1 and 1. So 2 plus 3 into 1, that is equal to 7 into minus 1. Implies that 2 plus 3 we will get 5, and 7 into minus 1 we will get minus 7. So 5 is not equal to minus 7. Again, this pair of solution does not satisfy the given equation. So third value, that is 1 minus 1. Again, we put the values in the equation, we will see that 2 plus 3 into minus 1 equal to 7 into 1. Now you know 3 into minus 1 we will get minus 3, and minus 3 plus 2, that is minus 1, and 7 into 1, that is 7. So we will again get minus 1 is not equal to 7. So again, this pair does not satisfy the given equation. Hence, the equation is not satisfied by all the given three pairs. So when we see that from the 4 given equation, only one equation is satisfied by all the 3 pairs. So as only equation x plus y equal to 0 satisfy all the points, the graph given in figure A is of equation x plus y equal to 0. Let's see for figure B. For figure B, equations are given. Number 1, y equal to x plus 2. Number 2, y equal to x minus 2. 3, y equal to minus x plus 2. And 4, x plus 2y equal to 6. Let's see the graph. Here you can see in the graph that we are having again 3 points, minus 1 and 3, 0, 2 and 2, 0. These are the 3 pair of solution for which the graph has been represented. So we will follow the same procedure. We will use all the 3 pair of solution, insert in the given equation and check it out whether the points are satisfying the equation or not. So the points given in the figure are minus 1, 3, 0, 2 and 2, 0. So number 1 equation is y equal to x plus 2. Let's put the value and cross check it that whether the pairs are satisfying the given equation or not. So first pair, that is minus 1 and 3. When we put the values, you can see that y is given as 3. Here we have written x value is given as minus 1 plus 2. That is 3 is not equal to minus 1. Hence, this pair does not satisfy the given equation. Let's check the another pair, 0, 2. Again, inserting the values in the equation, we will get y is 2. So we have written y here 2 equal to x is 0. So 0 plus 2, that is equal to 2 is equal to 2. This pair satisfy the equation. Next is 2, 0. Again, insert the values in the given equation. We see 0 is equal to 2 plus 2. That is 0 is not equal to 4. Again, this pair does not satisfy the given equation. Hence, the graph is not for this equation. Second equation, y equal to x minus 2. Let's cross check. Minus 1 and 3. Inserting the values, we can see that y is 3. So, we have written 3 equal to minus 1 is the value of x and minus 2. So, we will get 3 which is not equal to minus 3. So, the pair does not satisfy this equation. Another pair 0, 2. Yes, you can see that 2, we insert the value of y 2. X is 0 and 0 minus 2, that is this will come 2, this will come 2 which is not equal to minus 2. So equation is not satisfied by this pair also. Then next we have 2 and 0. When we insert y value is 0 and here x value is 2, we will see 2 minus 2, so 0 is equal to 0. This pair satisfies the equation, but as the remaining two pairs are not satisfying the given equation, so the graph is not of this equation also. Let's see the another equation, that is y equal to minus x plus 2. Now the first pair, that is minus 1 and 3. Let's insert the value in the given equation. Y is 3. Now minus x. So already minus sign before and x value is minus 1. So we'll write minus into minus 1 plus 2. That we will know it will become plus. So 1 plus 2 equal to 3. That is 3 equal to 3. Here you can see. Then another pair 0, 2. Again y is 2 and x is 0. So 0 plus 2, that is 2 equal to 2. This pair also satisfy the given equation. Now third pair, that is 2, 0. Again y is 0, x will come as it is minus x. So we have to write minus 2 plus 2. Here we can see value of x is 2 only, but as it is having already minus sign ahead, so we write minus 2 plus 2, that is 0 equal to 0. This pair also satisfies the given equation. Hence, the graph may be of this equation. But let's confirm first by cross-checking equation number 4 also. So, equation number 4, x plus 2y equal to 6. Minus 1, 3, the first pair. Inserting the values, you can see x is minus 1, y is 3, that is plus 2 into 3, that is minus 1 plus 6. And already right hand side is given 6, that is 5 is not equal to 6. Minus 1 plus 6, that is 5 and 6 as it is. So this pair does not satisfy the given equation. Another pair, that is 0, 2. Let's see the next pair, that is 2, 0. Again inserting the pair values in the given equation, you can see 2, that is the value of x, plus 2 into 0, where 0 is the value of y, is equal to 6. When we solve, we know that 2 plus 0, that is 2, is not equal to 6. Again, this pair does not satisfy the given equation. Hence, from the 4 given equation, only one equation was satisfied by all the 3 pairs. Hence, as only equation y equal to minus x plus 2 satisfies all the points, the graph given in figure B is of equation y equal to minus x plus 2. So, if the solutions are given, then from that also we can find out which equation solution is it. Next, question number 6. If the work done by a body on application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled by the body, Express this in the form of an equation in two variables and draw the graph of the same by taking the constant force as 5 units. Also, read from the paragraph work done when the distance travelled by the body is 2 units and another when the body travelled the distance is 0 unit. Now, it is given in the question here that your work is done is directly proportional to the distance travelled, and we have to take the constant as force as 5 units. So first let's make an equation for the given word statement, you can say, and then we have to insert the values and find out what will be the distance travelled above done as per the requirement of the question, and we have to draw the graph also. So for solution, let x be the work done and y be the distance travelled. Now according to the question, it is given that work done is directly proportional to distance travelled. Therefore work done we have taken as x, which is directly proportional to y, that is x equal to ky, where k is a arbitrary constant, means some number is given. Here it is, you can see that in the question it is given that we have to take this constant as 5. So we will write, already given k is equal to 5 units, so we will write x equal to 5y. Now it is given we have to find the work done when distance travelled is 2 units. So we will take for y equal to 2 units, x equal to, here already it is given y as 2 units, so we insert the values that x will be equal to 5 into 2, that is 10 units. Similarly for y equal to 0 unit, we will again insert in the given equation, that is x equal to 5 into y, that is 5 into 0, so we will get x as 0 unit. Let's take another one value so that we can plot the graph in a easy way. So for y equal to minus 1, we can see when we insert the value of y as minus 1, we will get x equal to 5 into minus 1, that is minus 5. Now we will prepare a box for this. So when x is 0, y is also 0. When x is 2, y is 10. And when x is minus 1, y is minus 5. Then let's draw the graph. So you can see that for the drawing of graph in the graph paper, we first make x-axis and y-axis and let it intersect at origin. We write the points. Here we have taken the scale on x-axis and y-axis as 10 small divisions equal to 2 units. Yes, we have taken units 2 for one box, you can say, or for 10 small divisions. Now after marking the numbers on the given x-axis and y-axis, let us plot the given pair of solutions, that is first 0, 0, 0, 0, you can see it is nothing but we know that 0, 0 are the points of origin, so it will come here. Then we have 2 and 10, here our x 2 and y 10, so here is our point 2 and 10. And third, we have found out that it is minus 1 and minus 5. So this is minus 1 means in between 0 and minus 2, that is half of it, and our minus 5 is between minus 4 and minus 6, so it will come here. After plotting the 3 points, we have to join the 3 points and we will get the graph for the equation x equal to 5y. Students, please solve this question in CW. Please solve this question in graph book. Next, question number 7. Yamini and Fatima, two students of class 9th of a school, together contributed ₹100 towards the Prime Minister's Relief Fund to help the earthquake victims. Write a linear equation which satisfies this data. You may take their contributions as ₹x and ₹y. Draw the graph of the same. Again, what problem is given? From that, first we have to make a equation and then we have to plot the graph. Here, draw the graph. Now it is given that two friends, Yamini and Fatima, are contributing for a Prime Minister Relief Fund, and their contribution total is rupees 100. So we can take as contribution of Yamini as rupees X and contribution of Fatima as rupees Y. So, and then we have to find out the equation. So for solution of question number 7, let the contribution of Yamini be rupees X and the contribution of Fatima be rupees Y. According to the question, we know that the sum of contribution of both the girls is rupees 100. So we will get X plus Y equal to 100. Now first let's find the three solutions for this equation. So let X equal to 0. So we place X as 0 in the given equation. So we'll get 0 plus Y equal to 100. That is Y equal to 100, because it will be Y equal to 100 minus 0, that is Y equal to 100. Let's take a value of X as 50. So you can see X 50. So when we write 50 plus Y equal to 100, that is Y will be 100 minus 50. So we'll get Y equal to 50. Now let's take X equal to 100. So again inserting, we will get 100 plus Y equal to 100. That is Y equal to 100 minus 100, that is Y will get as 0. Now let's draw a box for the given three pair of solutions. That is, we know, we have found out that when X is 0, Y will be 100. When X is 50, Y is 50. And when X is 100, Y is 0. Now we plot the graph for the same. This question also you will be doing in the graph book. Yes, again X axis, Y axis, and we have to take the scale as on X axis and Y axis we have taken 10 small divisions equal to rupees 20. We have taken 20, 40, 60, 80 this way. So after taking the scale and marking on the X axis and Y axis, let's plot the given pair of solutions. So first is 0, 100. Now you know, if X is 0, the point should lie on Y axis. So here you can see 100 of Y and 0 of X. So we will get the point 0, 100 here. Then X 50 and Y 50. Here you can see between 40 and 60 we will get 50. So here it is our 50, and similarly between 40 and 60 we will get 50. So here is your point 50, 50. And the last pair, that is 100, 0. Again as Y is 0, the point will lie on X axis. So here it is 100, 0. After plotting the point, we will join the points and you can see we will get a straight line. Next, question number 8. In countries like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India, it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit to Celsius, that is F equal to 9 upon 5 C plus 32. We have to, from this information, we have to find 4 questions. That is question number 1. Draw the graph of the linear equation above using Celsius for x-axis and Fahrenheit for y-axis. If the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? If the temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, what is the temperature in Celsius? And fourth, if the temperature is 0 degree Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? And if the temperature is 0 degree in Fahrenheit, then what is the temperature in Celsius? The last question, is there a temperature which is numerically the same in both Fahrenheit and Celsius? If yes, find it. Okay. So, as in different countries, we use different units for measuring the temperature. And here the equation is given for the conversion of the temperatures from one unit to another unit. Now using this, we have to, first question we have to draw the graph. So let's do the solution. For solution of question number 8, First we have to draw the graph according to the given equation, that is f equal to 9 upon 5c plus 32. Now already it is given in the question that on x-axis we have to take Celsius and for y-axis you will take Fahrenheit. So first let's find, by inserting the values of Celsius, let's find the Fahrenheit values, that is the three pair of solutions. You can see first let's take Celsius as 0 degree. Inserting it in the above equation, you can see f equal to 9 upon 5 into 0 plus 32. That is 0 plus 32, so we'll get f equal to 32. So first pair of solution is 0, 32. Next, let's select the value of Celsius as 5 degree. So inserting the values in the equation, we'll get f equal to 9 upon 5 into 5 plus 32. This is the value of C. That is, on solving you can cut 5 here. So we'll get 9 plus 32, that is f equal to 41. Again let's take another value of Celsius, that is we have taken minus 5 degree. Inserting we will get 9 upon minus 5 into 5 plus 32. So you can cut here 5 you will get minus 9 plus 32, that is f will be 23. Let's prepare a box for the same pair of solutions. So when Celsius is 0 degree, Fahrenheit is 32. When Celsius is 5 degree, Fahrenheit is 41 degree. And when Celsius is minus 5 degree, Fahrenheit is 23 degree. Let's plot the graph for the same. Again, x-axis we have to select for Celsius and y-axis for Fahrenheit. So we draw the x-axis, y-axis, and then we take the scale as on x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis we have taken 10 small divisions equal to 10 degrees Celsius, and on y-axis we have taken 10 small divisions as 10 degree Fahrenheit. Both measurement are same 10, but that is in Celsius and another is in Fahrenheit. After marking this for one box 10 degree each, let's plot the point. First is 0 and 32. Again, as x value is 0, it will lie on y-axis. So we can see here you will get 0 and 32. 32 comes between 30 and 40. As there are 10 divisions, so we'll take the second division as 32. Next is 5 and 41. So here 5 will come between 0 and 10, 5 and 40. 41, that is between 40 and 50. And there are 10 divisions, so we'll take for the first division, that is 41. So we'll get the point 5 and 41 here. Similarly, the third pair, that is minus 5, 23. Minus 5 comes on left hand side of x-axis. So between 0 and minus 10, we will take minus 5, and 23 comes between 20 and 30. So the third division will be 23. So we'll plot the point here, that is minus 5, 23. After that, we join all the points and we can see that we get a straight line. This question number 8.1 you will solve in graph board. Next, question number 2 of 8 is given as that if the temperature in Celsius is given as 30 degree, find in Fahrenheit. So here already Celsius is given as 30 degrees, so we will insert that in the Fahrenheit value and find out what will be the Fahrenheit degrees. So F equal to 9 upon 5 C plus 32. This is the equation given. Now we insert the value of C as 30 degrees, so we will get F equal to 9 upon 5 into 30 degree plus 32. Here you can see, yes, you can cut here 5 and 30, that is we'll get here 6. So 9 6 are 50. So we'll get F equal to 9 into 6 plus 32. That is 9 into 6 is 54 plus 32. So we'll get F equal to 86 degree Fahrenheit. So when Celsius is 30 degree, Fahrenheit is 86 degree. Now question number 3. Here Fahrenheit is given as 95 degree and we have to find in Celsius. So equation the same, f equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. Now as Fahrenheit is given and we have to convert in Celsius, let's convert the given equation first in Celsius form. So when we convert the Celsius form, you can see first we'll transpose 32 on the left hand side, so we'll get f minus 32. Then we have to transpose this 9 upon 5, we will again transpose on left hand side, so it will become 5 upon 9. So the equation will be C equal to 5 upon 9 into f minus 32. Now let's insert the value of f in the equation. So we'll see C equal to 5 upon 9 as it is, and Fahrenheit is given as 95 degree. So we have inserted 95 minus 32. Solving further, we will get C equal to 5 upon 9 into 95 minus 32, that is 63. Again you can cut 9 ones are and 9 sevens are. So C equal to 5 into 7, that is C will be 35 degree. So when Fahrenheit is 95 degree, Celsius is 35 degree temperature. Question number 4. Now we have to find that if Celsius is temperature in Celsius is 0 degree, what will be the temperature in Fahrenheit? And similarly vice versa, that if the temperature in Fahrenheit is 0 degree, what will be the temperature in Celsius? So let's first find out the Fahrenheit when C is 0. So we will put the value of C in the equation, F equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. So we will get 9 upon 5 into 0, here is the value of C, plus 32. Anything multiplied by 0 becomes 0, so this will be 0 only, and we will get Fahrenheit is equal to F equal to 32 degree Fahrenheit, because 0 plus 32 is 32. Now in converse of it, that is here F is given as 0 degree and we have to find in Celsius the temperature. So we put the value of Fahrenheit in the Celsius equation, that is C equal to 5 upon 9 into F minus 32. That is, putting the value of F as 0 degree, will get C equal to 5 upon 9 into 0 degree minus 32. That is C equal to 5 upon 9 into minus 32. Now here we cannot cut anything, so we will multiply it. So we will get C equal to minus 160 upon 9, because 32 5s are 160. And when we let us convert the given fraction into decimal, so we'll get C as minus 17.3 degree Celsius. So when F is 0 degree temperature, the temperature in Fahrenheit is 0 degree, Celsius temperature will be minus 17.3 degree Celsius. Question number 5. Again you have to find such a condition where both are equal, both temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit both are equal. This we have to find. So given C equal to F, let's place C as F in the given equation. So we'll get, we know the equation, F equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. So in place of F we take as C, so we'll get C equal to, here we have put F as C. That is C equal to 9 upon 5C plus 32. Taking the LCM, we will transpose 5 to C, so it will become 5C. Again, this as it is already having the denominator 5, so it will become 9C, and multiplying 5 by 32, so 32 into 5. That is, now we transpose the sides. So let us take 5C on that side and 32 on this side. Whatever way you will take, you will get the same sign. So here it is actually not 8, it is 9. It is 9C. 9C minus 5C equal to minus 160, because 5C we take this side and 32 into 5, that is 160 we take on the left hand side. So we will get 9C minus 5C equal to minus 160. That is 4C equal to minus, because 9 minus 5, that is 4, so we will get 4C equal to minus 160. Now again we transpose 4 on the opposite side, so C equal to minus 160 upon 4, and we can cut this because we'll get 40, so we'll get C is minus 40 degrees Celsius. So if we take C in place of F, so we will get Celsius degree as minus 40 degree Celsius. Dear students, please copy all these things in your regular CW, and question number 6, 7 and number 1 of question 8 in graph book. Thank you.